So hey my tater tots, welcome back to yet another video. As you can probably see by the title and the thumbnail, in today's video we are going to be doing this very natural, no baby hair, bust down middle part Wiggins style. This hair was so kindly sent over to me by Wiggins hair, so thank you to them for sponsoring this video. Now to start off, as you can see, I just got my wig braids and we are going to stretch us out a brown tan wig cap, just something that matches your complexion and that will be able to blend in. And then once we apply that, I'm going to go right in front of my hairline, not on my edges, so that we're not pulling our hair out when we do these wigs. And I am using the Bold Hold adhesive. This is the glue that works best for me. This is what I use in all of my wig installs when I do them myself. And once we apply that first layer of wig glue, we are going to spread that out with a popsicle stick. Now here I'm just taking my blow dryer and I'm going along that glue. I'm actually going to do this a total of, I forgot if I did 3 or 4 layers. I know it was either 3 or 4, and I did those off camera because it's just repetitive. But yes, I applied the glue like you guys saw, and then I blow dried it, and then once that layer was fully dried, then I went on top with another layer, and like I said, I did that 3 to 4 times. Now once that glue is dry, you're gonna see me do what I'm doing here, and I'm just taking some shears and cutting off that excess lace in the front. I'm doing that for majority of the front part of the cap, and then for those very tiny pieces that are just like still stuck on there, I'm going to take a straight razor and cut that off. Then you're going to see me take this Ruby Kisses makeup and this Real Techniques brush that I use for all of my wigs pretty much, and I'm just going to add that to the cap. I'm really only going along the front perimeter of my head and directly in the middle where my part would be. It's really no need to cover up all of that cap because all of that is not even going to be seen. And I also do go over the glue part just so I don't have that cast once my lace is applied. I know a lot of stylists and other people don't add the makeup over it, but I do, and I like the results it gives me. Then, as you guys can see, my wig was tied down. I did go in and pluck it a little bit and I bleached the knots. Here I'm adding makeup to my lace just so it's an even better blend. Now as you can see, once the wig is on my head, I'm just going to kind of measure it and make sure it's fitting and sitting where I want it to be at. I am cleaning up my part with a little bit of mascara. That's a hack that I learned from somebody on YouTube, don't remember who, but yeah, I'm just going over my part in the places that it needs a little bit of definition. I did add makeup to my part just to define it a little bit more, but the mascara definitely does help also, especially if you over bleached. Now after I measured my lace out and I passed over the top of my head with the hot comb, I'm going to cut off my ear tabs. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's just so that lace is not covering your ears. And I'm using those same shears that I used before to cut off that ball cap. And as you can see, it's already beginning to give scalped. I did cut off more of the lace horizontally just so it can be out of my face, but as you guys can see, I'm going to then flip it up and apply 2 more layers of that Bold Hold with the same method that I did before, and this is the glue that we are going to actually apply the lace down to. So now once that glue is dry, I'm just going to take my lace and I'm going to place my hairline a tad bit in front of where the cap stops, and then I'm going to press it down into the glue, but more so comb it in just so it gives a more natural type of illusion. And then just so that cast is not there, I'm going to spray my lace down, most specifically where the hairline begins. And I'm going to spray that down with some Got2b so it can melt much better. Then once I spray that Got2b, I'm going to tie an elastic band around my lace. I find that elastic bands work so much better than like those silk satin scarves or really anything else that you would typically tie your hair with. So elastic bands for the win. I don't know what it is about them, but they work so much better. And I'm actually going to go along my hairline with the band on there with my blow dryer just to kind of help it melt even more. And then while that's melting, I'm going to use my Remington wand to give myself these very loose wand curls. I will have the link to this wand in the description box down below. But this part is very repetitive and it's really no specific type of technique to doing wand curls. I literally just wrap the hair around the wand, hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds and let it go. And then as you guys are going to see, I'm going to spray it down with some Sebastian spray. That's my favorite hairspray for curls, but you can use any hairspray to secure your curls. I'm just not going to talk through this part because it's very repetitive. Now, once I remove that elastic band, I'm going to just pretty much go in and make any final touches and just fix anything that needs to be fixed and kind of just perfect the install all over. I am not going to do baby hairs with this install. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like when I get a wig, specifically a wig with very, very good lace like this one has, like Wiggins, they got some good lace. I don't know, I just feel inclined to do a no baby hair type of look. When it's good lace and I plucked it very nicely, I just always opt for no baby hairs. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just cutting off that excess lace and just like I said, perfecting the install, going back over it with my wig dealer or plucking a little bit more or just doing whatever I feel like I need to do to fix it up until it looks exactly how I want it. Okay, y'all, so we almost at the end. I added the elastic band back on my lace for about 20 or so more minutes after I sprayed that wig dealer down just to give it the final melt it needed. And my hair, I felt like it looked so good at this point. This next part y'all are gonna see, I kind of regret it, and you probably gonna see it on my face because next I went in with this wide tooth comb and I kind of just like combed out the curls to give it like that bigger type of voluminous type of look, but it didn't hit me until after I had started combing them out that, girl, these is not like big barrel curls like you usually do. This is a wand, so naturally it's gonna be loose, so you don't need to comb it out like that. But it ended up being all right. I'm just showing y'all the length of this hair. This hair was so much longer than what I felt like a typical 28-inch would be. This wig was definitely given at least 30, so very long. This is pretty much the end. This is the final result. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one.